I love the NBA season, man. The NBA to me is undeniably the greatest sport in the world. I know people are gonna argue, people are gonna talk about ratings, people are gonna talk about what about this, what about the Super Bowl? I don't care, bro. I do not care. The NBA is the greatest sport in the world to me. Requires the most skill. Argue with your peg leg gym teacher. All right. Because the NBA is the greatest sport in the world to me, and because, watching games all season, seeing teams I like start to remind me of teams I liked in the past. And because of that, I came up, something clicked in my head. Something started to make sense a little bit. I haven't seen this anywhere else. If you know me, I be having some takes at times that I say, because I'm not a huge platform yet, I can't take the credit for them. I'll say a take, and 3 weeks later, it'll be on ESPN. It's happened several times. Ask Z. You can call Z right now. He will tell you. We would talk on the phone, and literally 3 days later, the conversation that we would have on the phone would be number one headlining take in ESPN, whatever, right? I think they bugged me. But I got one that I haven't seen yet. A comparison, not a take. It's a take, comparison, take. I don't know. I believe that Jimmy Butler is Paul Gasol. Sound a little crazy, right? Let me explain. I believe that Jimmy Butler is having the same impact, the same effect that Paul Gasol, Jimmy Butler to the Warriors is having the same impact, the same effect that Paul Gasol had in 2008 to the Lakers. Right? One incredible superstar on your team, looking for a number two, pull off this trade that seems to come out of nowhere to get this number two piece, and it just instantly raises your team offensively and defensively, right? It allows for other playmaking opportunities. Paul Gasol was a great passer. Jimmy Butler is a great passer. You get to run different offensive sets, right? And you have a number two who makes your number one better, right? Kobe was phenomenal, all-time great. Paul Gasol got there in 2008 and it unlocked another level of his game. We got to see, oh, yeah, this is what it's like when you got a number two. This is what we can do. This is how far we can go when we got somebody riding shotgun with us. You kind of feel that way about Jimmy and Steph, right? Defense has gotten better. Steph can dominate on the perimeter. Jimmy plays inside, good balance. Kobe dominated on the perimeter. Gasol played inside, good balance. Right? Am I tripping? I might be a little off. I don't think I am. The trades happened around the same time. Paul Gasol was traded on February 1st, 2008. Jimmy Butler played his first game for the Warriors on February 8th, 2025. Right around All-Star breaks for both times. So, and I know it's not a perfect science, but it used to. The All-Star break used to mean halfway through the season because of the scheduling and stuff and how COVID threw everything off, or how we kind of trying to work back into that. It's kind of not like the half part. It's kind of like 60% of the season, but whatever. Trades happened around the same time. Both had similar impacts, right? Like I said, the Warriors have gotten better offensively and defensively. The Lakers got better offensively and defensively when Gasol got there. Everything wasn't reliant on Kobe Bryant, meaning you can have some non-Kobe minutes and still run the offense through Gasol. Same thing with Jimmy, right? You get some non-Steph minutes, still run the offense through Jimmy. Like I said, you can run different offensive sets. Now you're not just running through Kobe. You got a big man down there that you can jump it low to. What a soft touch. You got to understand, Gasol had a brilliant post game. He was a phenomenal passer, great defender. It just made life easier for Kobe. Jimmy attacks the basket with the best of them in the league. Great finisher. Great passer. Right? Makes the game a lot easier for Steph. Lakers went 22-5 with Gasol in the lineup in that stretch after he got traded. Dubs are currently 23-6 with Jimmy Butler after the trade. Jimmy Butler is kind of Paul Gasol, right? And we're going to see how this shakes in the playoffs. But I know Draymond and those guys over there, they love having that piece like Jimmy in the foxhole with them, right? They love riding with him. He brings a certain aura, a certain toughness. Gasol didn't bring toughness necessarily, maybe, but he brought more of a finesse, a different scheme to the game, right? They're impacting them the same. So we got to really see how this shakes out. The Lakers ended up getting to the finals and losing in the finals. We don't know what the Dubs are going to look like. It's kind of like, I wanted to avoid this. It's kind of looking like it's shaping up for Warriors, Lakers, first round. I wanted that to be, I ideally wanted it to be Western Conference Finals, but the percentage for that was very, very low. But if it's first round off the bat, it's first round off the bat. I just hate that two teams that I really, really like are playing each other in the first round. It kind of sucks. But what you going to do? But yeah, man, Jimmy Butler is Paul Gasol. He is impacting the Warriors the same way that Paul Gasol impacted the Lakers at the time. We know how that story ends. Ended up going to 3 finals, winning 2. We'll see what happens with the Warriors. But in all seriousness, just what he's bringing, everything he's doing, it just fits. And that was the biggest thing with Gasol. What he brought just fit. It just fit. It filled a lot of holes that they had before. Didn't really have the best post game, offensively or defensively. Gasol filled a lot of those holes. For the Warriors, it didn't have a consistent free throw threat. One, even though Steph gets his a lot, he doesn't get the whistle like he should. So bringing in Jimmy, you get somebody who can just get to the line with the best of them, right? Slows the game down a little bit. You got to understand when people get fouled and free throws are being shot, that's time for players to rest. You're not up and down the court, right? You're getting time, minutes for Steph to rest. Steph runs around all day. Gets time for him to rest with free throws. Jimmy brings that. Jimmy takes the defensive pressure off Draymond, right? Oh, Jimmy can go guard SGA. Draymond ain't got to do it, right? Draymond can focus on being the defensive quarterback, running all the sets, right? Immediate impact, similar impact. It's really, really fun to see. I'm really excited to see how this is going to shake out. But yeah, remember I said it. Remember we said it here at the Large Picture before it gets to ESPN, the FS1, all this other stuff. Before Brian Windhorst, I think Jimmy Butler is Paul Gasol. Before they get that, remember I said it first. Jimmy Butler is impacting the Warriors the same way that Paul Gasol impacted the Lakers that ended up going to 3 finals and winning 2 championships. Got it? We good? All good.